Julia Lemigova from The Real Housewives of Miami did an exclusive with People and talked about how she's currently seeking treatment for her PTSD following an explosive season of The Real Housewives of Miami. Let's get into it. There were quite a few bombshells regarding Julia that were revealed at the reunion. We found out that she allegedly had multiple affairs against Martina, with a Haitian mortician being one of them. We need to find out who that is, by the way. We also found out that she and her best friend at one point, Adriana Demora, hooked up in some capacity. Julia claims that they went further than Adriana's willing to admit to. In her interview with People, she was just saying that it's been a very difficult season for her, and her watching it from a bird's eye view allowed her to self-reflect. Also said Martina has been very graceful about the alleged affair behind the scenes and has given her grace and has helped her work through it emotionally. Julia says that her coping mechanism is to push things down and to not address her feelings, and she's like, I can't do this anymore. It's too much. It's become too much. I need to seek treatment now for my PTSD. One of those things that I will always have grace for her about and empathize with, because I cannot imagine the grief surrounding losing a child, especially a baby, and it not even be your fault. Julia has opened up about her loss of her son in earlier seasons of Miami. Julia's son, Maximilian, passed away at just 5 months in the year 2000. The cause of death was shaken baby syndrome at the hand of her nanny at the time. She says she still needs to unpack and work through that grief. Now that she's adopted those 2 little boys, I'm sure it brings those feelings back to the surface. I don't know if Julia is actually going to seek treatment. I honestly feel like because she had such a bad season, she's using this to pander to the audience and kind of have some sort of damage control. And then it can also be her getting ahead of the narrative when inevitably she doesn't come back next season. Julia was not my favorite. I'm never going to snark on someone trying to better themselves and be a better human and going to therapy and all those things. And I don't like when people kick people when they're down. But in my opinion, the jury's out on is if this is a real thing she's doing, or again, she's just trying to get into her PR bag like Marisol.